My name is Candace, and I have a sixth grader, a third grader, and a kindergartner.
My name is Teresa. I have a daughter going into the second grade, and I have another going into kindergarten.
My name is Yukako. I have two children. My daughter is in a second grade, and my son is in a kindergarten.
My name is Kate, and I have one child who is currently a first grader.
My name is Jennifer. I have one son, and he is a second grader. Something that I really love about Findlay City Schools is the extra effort they go in to help my son. He struggles a little bit with reading, and I'm really feeling the extra effort, the extra messages, the extra time that they're spending with him on his reading.
This year has been a unique experience because of the pandemic, and I just felt like our daughter's teacher did a great job of making it as normal as possible. She just right away created a warm and fun environment. I told her a few times in the beginning, you really on Zoom, and from what I'm hearing, really wouldn't even know there was a pandemic going on, because she just went on in her classroom like normal as she could, and just caring. Our daughter is so excited to go to school every day. She loves it. So, in this crazy time, she just really did a great job of making it as normal as possible.
I would have to say that it's the family atmosphere. Everybody loves all of our kids, and I think that that's super important for building confidence in our little ones.
I love the style of learning in kindergarten in Findlay City Schools. They often use songs, games, drawings, and something fun to learn very important things. So the kindergartners are very relaxed and comfortable, and they can enjoy learning even something very new for them. Actually, my son seems very excited, and he often lets me know about what he has learned at school. I think for him, to learn something new is not just learning. I think it's a kind of fun for him. So I'm so glad and appreciate that.
Specifically with kindergarten, the experience has been fantastic. Trying to adjust being a first-time mom with my first baby going into kindergarten was very scary for me. It was also very scary for her. She has some special needs, and her building was very receptive and able to help her with everything that she needed. And that was very helpful to me, knowing she was well taken care of.
This year has been unique, but I think Findlay City Schools has done a great job over the course of this year of growing in the technology department, and we've learned a lot. So if we would ever have to do this again, I feel like we've all grown. We're great at Zoom calls, Google Classroom. My kindergartner can navigate her entire Google Classroom and sit and log into her Zoom class, where at the beginning of this year she did not know how to do any of that.
Last month, the students held a reading contest. My son's teacher encouraged his class to read books as much as possible to win as a class. So my son was excited and enjoyed the contest. Like he was playing a game or a soccer with his classmate. Through the contest, he could learn reading as well as teamwork. That was fantastic.
I grew up in the area and went to one of the smaller schools in the area. So Findlay City Schools was always intimidating to me. I always thought, oh, you'd get lost. My child's not going to be noticed. Exact opposite. I feel that my son has a voice. He is cared for. I get messages from my teachers about my child, not the negative all the time of, oh, he's not behaving, but the positive. He's outstanding. He did something great today. And I appreciate that my child is seen and heard at Findlay City Schools.
The enrollment process was extremely easy, and everything has been easy on the parents' end. The teachers that we've had have been very communicative, letting us know how we can help at home, how we can help enforce what they're doing at school. This past year with Corona has been just a nightmare for everybody, but I've always felt like the health and safety of my kids is more important than anything else, both physical health and mental health, which is something that, especially in the last year, has been overlooked by so many, but not at Findlay City Schools, not with my kids and not with my teachers.
Yeah, so I fully expected to just send them and teach them. But instead, I gained friendship from both of the kindergarten teachers who do an amazing team teaching experience for my child. Emails and keeping in touch and texts, and just knowing, like, I'm sending my child to a school where his teacher absolutely loves him and loves his family as well. So it's not just teaching my child, but like teaching me as a parent how to help my child.
I feel valued as a parent because one day when I went to the school with my daughter, the principal was there. She greeted us and she knew my daughter's name. I was so surprised that she knew who my daughter was. And also that made me feel very welcomed and important.
So within Findlay City Schools, they try to incorporate things outside the classroom. And one way is through the leadership teams. So at my son's school, they would have things such as the gardening team or the yoga team. Not that my son was into that. There was a sports team. I think there was even outside beautification team. And my son really enjoyed being part of those because it was something beyond the classroom, and it involved kids from other rooms and other grades.
Just an example is last year, actually in pre-K at Washington Preschool, my preschooler had a mommy and me event, and I had another kid that was sick, so I couldn't go. And I thought she'd be really upset and wanted someone to go. And she just looked over at me and she said, "Mom, my classroom is just like my family. We talk about that, and so they'll fill in for you, Mom. It's not a big deal." And that really hit home that, okay, she feels like her classroom is just like her family and she's going to be taken care of.
The Findlay City School teachers helped my daughter grow with her self-confidence. When she entered the kindergarten, she couldn't speak English at all, and also she was very shy. But her teachers welcomed her with their big smiles and supported her with everything as well as English. And I feel like they always stand by the students. They have been giving the appropriate support for her to grow step by step. There was the smoothest way to grow academically and develop overall as an individual. So now she can read and write at the second grade level, and also she got her self-confidence. I was so happy about that, and I really appreciate that.
My daughter is always encouraged she's always encouraged to be herself. Even when sometimes being herself is a little bit more difficult for the school, even when it's a little bit more difficult for the classroom, she's always encouraged to be herself and to learn who that is and to express who that is. And that's not something I had a whole lot of growing up, and it's really neat to be able to see her be able to flourish.